So, Mr. Hayward, in wrapping up, I want to thank you for this dialogue, this conversation between two Bermudians. And as I said in the last segment, people want to see a plan, right? They want to see actionable items. They don't, a lot of people just on either side are just not falling for rhetoric anymore. So, what would you say to the people with some pragmatic solutions or pragmatic applications to the challenges that we have now?
I'm gonna challenge you and say people don't want to see a plan. People don't want to be driven by emotion. People want results.
Hmm.
People want results from this campaign. People want results from the government. Me in my position as president of the union, my members are looking at results from me. We have to be results orientated. We can't move to being results orientated unless we have proper strategic plans. This country lacks a strategic plan. You can have a strategic plan in the form of a national plan. Once you have a national plan, every single body in the country knows why you're making the decisions you're making. They know how they can contribute to the plan. And they know how the actions can be in alignment with the particular plan. Failure for us to have a national plan leaves everybody speculating every single time a decision is made. And then decisions are made that are not in alignment with each other. So it's critical that we have a national plan. A plan that everybody in Bermuda can buy into. A plan that we can all work together to achieve the same goals. It's not going to help for the trade unions in this country and the government to be butting heads. It's not going to help.
Hmm.
Yeah, we can shut the island down and do all sorts of things. But guess what? At the end of doing that, we still have to work together to solve whatever impasse it is that we're facing. So we have to be more solution orientated and results orientated. People want solutions. We have unemployment. I read an article in the Bermuda Sun on Friday in reference to some things we can do in terms of getting the unemployed back to being employed. For every problem we have, we should now sit down to the table and discuss primarily solutions. In the House of Assembly, it should be debates on solutions. But what we find is we're still first bickering over what is the actual problem versus symptoms of the problem. Number two, we're not in alignment in terms of our mind frame as a country, in terms of where we should go. Some people want us to go and follow road A. Some people want us to go follow road B. Number two, we're not having the social dialogue in this country. Number three, actually, we're not having the social dialogue in this country that is needed. We're still talking about foolish things. I can't believe that there's media coverage in certain private things in people's political lives rather than the issues that are actually facing, the country is facing and plaguing this country. We have to become more mature in our dialogue. And this is what I aim to do with our members. When we're having a membership meeting,
You're members of the union?
the members of the union itself,
Okay.
when we're having a membership meeting, we should have a membership meeting to discuss whatever problems we're facing and then solutions on how we're going to overcome those problems. That's the same type of conversation that the government should have. Identifying problems, prioritizing the problems, and then working together with the opposition to solve those problems and not butting heads. We need a more collaborative way forward. The tripartite approach is a good way where the businesses, the government, and the unions meet and have these type of dialogue. But that has to get at a more national level. But I believe that the national plan is the first step for everybody to get on the same page.
Okay. So, in closing, what would you say to, in 3 sentences or less, what would you say to the people of Bermuda? If primarily, not so much the older persons, but the younger generation. What would you say to the people, to that demographic of Bermuda?
I want to say so much to that demographic. So in terms of three sentences, it's tough. But what I will say is, these individuals are the future of this country, right? And they have to become more responsible in terms of getting involved in what is happening in their country, understanding how decisions will affect them in the future, and also speaking up. We that age group also have to become more proactive.
Mm-hmm.
They can't just sit back and say there's no jobs available. I want to encourage that group of individuals to continues to have some faith in their country. Don't give up. Fight the fight that needs to be fought. In addition, be responsible in terms of your education decisions. People are going to be studying things, coming back to find that there's no jobs in that particular area. More responsible is you have to now begin to study where jobs are in demand. So I would just encourage everybody to just awaken their consciousness in terms of getting involved in issues in the country, empowering themselves through knowledge and education, and enjoy life and be happy.
Like Pharrell Williams. All right. Well, thank you, Mr. President. I get used to call you Mr. President. I thank you for your forthrightness, your openness, and the vision, the collective vision that you're coming with, because I guess a lot of persons, even in my generation or above me, we come from an environment of confrontation. This is where collaboration is alien to some of us, right? And if people truly are collaborative, then there's a lot we can solve. So thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Respect, right? Cool. Onward and upwards.
Onward and upward together.
All right. Power to the people.